Niche Farmers is proudly brought to you by Lafeld Agrochem. Together cultivating your success.
If you're watching this, you are supporting the movement to create a better future for all farmers. Hello, I'm Roseanne McKenzie.
And I'm Wilson Binkosi. Welcome to Niche Farmers.
In this episode of Niche Farmers,
we bring you another initiative from Lafeld Agrochem, Saffron, helping farmers in all things that grow, including saffron, the world's most expensive spice, often referred to as red gold.
Then, from small beginnings to commercial farming, we meet Eric Mawane from Oneo Farms on the West Rand in Gauteng, where they produce an array of vegetables for the local and export market.
Plus, we chat to Corneille Liebenberg from Lafeld Agrochem, title sponsor of Niche Farmers. Saffron fields right here in South Africa. Wilson, imagine that.
That's the stuff that dreams are made of. Chefs dream about using it in exquisite cuisine, and food lovers appreciate the delicate nature of this expensive spice.
Well, no wonder it's often called red gold. I've heard that it can fetch up to, wait for this, 250,000 rand per kilogram.
That's a lot of money in any language, Roseanne. Well, fortunately, we have Corneille Liebenberg from Lafeld coming later because we have lots and lots of questions.
Yes, we do. And we'll also try and provide as many answers as possible in our wrap articles.
Indeed, friends. Here's how to get our wrap articles as well as all our episodes.
Niche Farmers is on every week. Same time, same place. But if a weekly dose of Niche Farmers is just not enough, or you maybe want to watch an episode again, even share the episode with friends and family, you can. SMS FARM to 32210 and we'll send you a return SMS in no time. Click on the link we're sending you to open the info wrap. Then simply complete the form and submit.
Remember to SMS FARM to 32210 and get our weekly wrap articles with all of the episodes. You'll be so glad you did.
Absolutely. You'll also find information about Debt Safe there. After all, we want financially healthy farmers.
Yes, we do. So if you're struggling to cover what you owe with what you earn, you're probably over indebted and in need of a helping hand.
Debt Safe is here to empower you to fix your debt.
With over 12 years of proven success, Debt Safe has helped over 50,000 South Africans find their footing again. Debt Safe is registered with the National Credit Regulator with a nationwide network of expert credit negotiators and attorneys on call, all ready to assist you.
So, take control of your debt. Visit debtsafe.co.za today. That's debtsafe.co.za.
Right, now we're off to Tarleton on the West Rand in Gauteng, where Oneo Farms produce robot peppers, chilies and green beans.
Oneo Farms started small in 2015 with only 1 hectare, but have since expanded significantly. And this is their story.
I am the MD of Oneo Farms. We're based in Tarleton. We are a robot pepper and chili farmers, rotating with green beans. I grew up in Bapong, outside of Brits, and we used to farm back home. And I started gaining interest when I was still in corporate, left corporate in 2012, and started to pursue the farming venture. I started as a pig farmer, and I ended up being a vegetable farmer by default. We own a 10-hectare farm. 70% of what we're planting is the peppers and the chilies. We currently have got 28 workers that are working for us. Out of the 28, 23 of them were brought in by the IDC as part of the SEF project. They work on this farm for 8 days in a month. But we actually, out of the 8 days, we then, as Oneo Farms, add a couple of more days to make sure that they are still working on this farm on a full-time basis. People always have an assumption that farming peppers and chili, it's easy. It is actually most challenging crops to farm with. A lot of diseases, a lot of pests. There's a lot of crop management that you need to get used to. We had a little bit of problems here and then on our crops. Aphids, whiteflies were our biggest challenges. Koteva came on board. Freddie then introduced me to Anafanar Merve and Gert Brets in the Leifeld Agrochem Brets depot. Anna drove all the way from Brets, came to do her own site visit. She picked up a lot of problems with powdery mildew in the greenhouses, a lot of problems on the aphids on our peppers and our chilies, and a lot of the white flies. She then recommended a product from Koteva called Closure. And we started working on treating the aphids and the white flies. On the powdery mildew, she introduced me to a product from Syngenta called Amista. And ever since then, it's been a 2-year running relationship and it's going quite well. We've recently acquired offtakes with a company in a processing facility in the Netherlands and Germany called Altsen. We also have got an offtake with Makamisa. They're quite big on sauces in South Africa. We still send bulk of our produce to Johannesburg Fresh Produce Market. Within the Fresh Produce Market, you've got the retail stores that are actually buying our produce. For those that are joining the industry, top of the list is spend a lot of time volunteering in different farms. If you want to be a tomato farmer, volunteer on a tomato farm and see the operation before you actually start the operation yourself. And always have a mentor on site. I cannot stress the mentor. Those that have walked the path before us are the ones with a little bit of knowledge. They will be able to advise you as a startup on and to avoid a couple of other mistakes that we have actually gone through that will make and pave your way to make it smoother.
What a beautiful story of perseverance, dedication, and good strategic partnerships.
Very, very true, Roseanne. We welcome Eric Mawane. Now, Eric Mawane is the Managing Director of Unewa Farms. Huge congratulations on order on that beautiful, beautiful initiative.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nkosi, and thank you very much, Roseanne.
Eric, you started with only 1 hectare and now you have 10. And I'm sure you're busy outgrowing those 10 hectares already with how successful your undertaking has been. Would you say that starting small is a good piece of advice for startup farmers?
I must just say starting small on volunteering right at the beginning, it's very key. I would have actually, had I known better, I would have started as a volunteer before I bought my first farm. But we start small and we grow.
I understand that you work with government in terms of grants. They assist you in issuing grants?
That's correct. So I have different stakeholders that I've partnered with, Gauteng Department of Agriculture being one of them. Our farm, Unewa Farms, has actually been selected to be commercialized by the Department of Agriculture in Gauteng.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You also have a very strong belief in mentorship and making sure that the right information gets through to the people who want to go on and create successful farming businesses like yourself. And there is also another niche farmers connection.
Yes.
One of our niche farmers who came to the show,
Yes.
Zama Ngwane.
That's correct.
It was on your farm that she actually started.
That's correct. So I was Zama's boss in corporate world, and then when I moved into farming, I brought Zama back. Because of her dedication, she is a hard worker. I cannot stress the importance of mentorship. When I started, I didn't have the right mentors. I am currently being mentored by the Rugani, Bosvito and Vincent, the biggest carrots producers in the world. But it was also not a smooth riding. But it's through their learnings that I got to where I am right now.
Yeah. But Eric, what is your top tip for any aspiring farmer, especially, those who don't have much, if anything at all, in terms of resources? But you know what they have in abundance? They have the drive, they have the determination, they have the ambition, they have the spirit, they have the heart, they have everything that it takes, the desire to succeed.
For those that are starting, I would say, go and knock on different farms and request and ask for an opportunity to volunteer and work on those farms. I always say the best agriculture school is in the field. Yeah. And I am a product of that myself.
Yeah. You know, yours is one inspiring story, Eric. It really is. Please stay tuned. We've got lots and lots in store for you still to come on the show.
After the break,
We learn how saffron, the most expensive spice in the world, is produced right here in South Africa.
Plus, we meet Corne Liebenberg from Lafeld Agrochem.
Niche Farmers is proudly brought to you by Lafeld Agrochem. Niche Farmers is proudly brought to you by Lafeld Agrochem.
Welcome back. It is nothing less than an absolute pleasure, privilege, and honor to introduce our very special guest.
You're absolutely right, Wilson. It is none other than Corne Liebenberg from Lafeld Agrochem, the agri company who is making all of this possible. Welcome to Niche Farmers, Corne.
Thank you. Thanks, Rita. Thank you, Wilson. Make me feel very special.
Corne, I have to tell you this, and that is, you do so much for people who otherwise would not be able to do stuff for themselves. And for that, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We've been told and taught that a candle loses nothing of its own by lighting another.
Exactly, yes, nice.
Why are you doing this? And why are you sponsoring Niche Farmers?
It's just a real, a genuine love for people. And when you feel you have privileges and you see, but the first side is you feel privileged, so you want to give back. But the other one is if you see missed opportunities, that inspires you. It gives me a tickle in my stomach. I want to try and get more from that and just get him going.
Corne, you are passionate about job creation, food security, and creating an inclusive agricultural sector that gives opportunities, like Wilson said, to people who've never had them.
Yes.
But you are also so supremely positive about the future of this country when there's a lot of stuff currently that we don't have to be so positive about. Why are you still so ready to take this country forward with ideas and support for people?
It's a great country, so and if you know why you're here, I know I don't have to get up in the mornings and wonder what's my purpose. I know what my purpose is, and that's to make a difference and an impact. So it inspires me. It's really like adding fuel to a fire. When I help someone, if you help anyone, at the moment you see a happy smile, that gives you just more energy and you want to do more of the same because it makes you feel so good.
Corne, on that positive note, let's have a look at another Lafeld initiative. Enjoy.
Yeah, at some stand I'm learning farming. We are farming saffron, vegetable. I see myself growing mentally, farming. Because according to my studies, I did farming management. Then now at some stand, I learn a lot because I didn't know even there's a crop called saffron. So I'm learning. I think I can go far with farming because there are things I learned. It changed my life a lot because as a student who did farming, I didn't plant tomatoes, and I didn't know how to plant tomatoes physically. I know how to plant it in a book. So I think they make my course broad because I learn many things here. This project, I think it will give, not me alone, an opportunity about farming, because this project, it gives you 1 year learning. So I think it will take South Africa far with these small projects.
Saffron is 'n gesamentlike projek. AgriSkills bied die opleiding aan en Lafeld Agrochem betaal die learnerships. Ons wil nie boere oplei wat ophou boer die dag as hulle klaarmaak by ons, en ons wil graag vir hulle ander deure oopmaak en vir hulle leer hoe om vir hulle self en ander mense kos op die tafel te sit. Ons lei 15 mense 'n jaar op en dan elke nuwe jaar kom daar 15 by. Die hart van hierdie projek is om goeie boere op te lei, wat die dag as hulle weg is by saam staan, verder kan gaan boer en dit goed kan doen.
Yes, I'm Gadlo Majege. I was not interested in farming. But now, since I'm the student at the Samstan, I learn more about the farming. I can create my own small garden and farm. You can see that my experience at the Samstan is working. I'm learning more about the saffron. My mentor is Baron Kruger. He teaches me how to plant, how to water the plant, how to take care of the plant. He teaches me a lot of things. I'm proud because of the thing that I planted is grow and I can see where I'm going. My future as a farmer, I see myself somewhere building my own farm and helping some other kids, giving them a veg, supplying some retail shop, having my own farm.
Corne, what an initiative. Congratulations on that.
Thank you, Russell.
I had a mention of saffron there. Why saffron?
Lots of reasons. The most important part is we always had a three-point plan, a big dream that we had. I see behind you there's already the Genesis pouches. That was the start. Everything started. We want to give people that don't have a proper meal, at least a decent meal to start his day being properly fed. And then afterwards we started with the seed package that you already also had on your program. You know, where you plant a little 3x5 meters and you can have that 2,000 worth of vegetables. And now the guy, he had food in his stomach and now he can grow his own food, put it on his table, give him some confidence of feeding his family. But then always the last question were, going forward, is that still sustainable only having veggies? Because one year you might have bad weather, whatever. And then the last plan was growing something that can earn you a huge income. So that was mostly the reason for saffron.
Yeah. Right.
What is the scope of small-scale saffron farming in South Africa, Corne?
When you talk saffron, size doesn't matter, and it's because in a very small space you can grow. You can be a commercial farmer in saffron. Saffron, you need a quarter of a hectare, and then you talk about millions worth of saffron in a few years' time. So it's small space of land. The only hiccup is it's very labour-intensive, but for a short period of a few weeks, we have to buy pick this little blossoms and what they call the stigma, that little red part that's spiced by hand. There's no easy way, no machinery or technology that can do that for you. It's a person bowing there on his knees, picking the flowers, all that. So that's long and hard work, and that's why it's so expensive.
Yes.
And it's scarce. I mean, you know, saffron, they talk about it from the Bible's time. It's been there around the thousands of years. So it's not going anywhere. It's actually still picking up.
Yeah.
Corne, where can farmers buy the saffron to plant? And more importantly, how does the offtake work?
The easiest way is to go to the Saffron website. They also got the online part or division now on the website. So that is quite easy. You order it there. They even got us like a starter pack, because we don't encourage someone to go and spend big money. A lot of people here, you can make a fortune. They just want to go and plant from corner to corner. Say, no, first year, just buy a starter pack. Yeah. It's a small pack with everything you need inside there. And then you do it one season and test. Make sure you have a good crop and outcome in your area, but then everything is on the website, and we basically stand in for the offtake. So Saffron, the company, buys everyone in South Africa's saffron then to quality control. We do all the tests and analytics and all that, and then we find Mr. Sheikh in the Middle East or wherever to buy these products, and we make sure, otherwise if you buy and you sell yourself and you it's diluted or something went wrong, they're going to say South African saffron. So we protect the brand of South Africa, of Saffron, and so all the boxes are ticked. You buy from the online shop, they'll give you good service, they give you newsletters, how-to videos, and from there it's plain sailing.
Yeah, Corne, we're very pleased to have you on the show today. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, Wilson.
And thank you for the free lessons as well.
Yeah. As long as you apply it, it was worth the while.
Please stay right where you are. We're just going for a quick break and we'll be right back.
After the break,
we continue our discussion with Corne Liebenberg from Laufeld Agrochem.
And it's competition time.
Niche Farmers is proudly brought to you by Laufeld Agrochem. Niche Farmers is proudly brought to you by Laufeld Agrochem.
Welcome back to the show that changes lives for the better.
And to be sure, one of the key reasons we can bring you niche farmers with such enthusiasm is Laufeld Agrochem. Speaking of which, Corne, this season of Niche Farmers has 16 episodes, which is sponsored by Laufeld Agrochem. And then you also sponsor the Afrikaans equivalent of the show, Nis Boere. So clearly you have a passion for getting the word out about niche farmers.
Exactly, yeah. We started with the Nis Boere one, Afrikaans one, which was just easier at that stage, and in hindsight it worked out well for us. But our dream from the first day we dreamed about this concept, it was always to get, if you look, we just reach so much more people in English. So we now actually only where we wanted to be a few years ago, but things always work out for the best. The time is perfect now in South Africa after COVID. All the other things that are going wrong, people are really now taking us serious. They are eager, willing, as you've probably seen in your programs, to learn. We don't want thousands of people, we want hundreds of thousands, hopefully millions of people doing some sort of small-scale farmer business. Yeah.
So, Kone, please whisper in my ear. Can we expect a second season of Niche Farmers next year? Pressure intended.
I hope it will never stop. Like many other series, it's just gone forever. There will always be more success stories to tell. So with Nispura and niche farming, we're trying to sniffle out all that good stories. And the more you sniffle, the more you look and talk, it's just mind-boggling how many of these fantastic, great stories there are.
Sounds like a yes to me.
It does, of course, yes.
It's a long way of saying, why not? There's no reason not to.
Corné, for our viewers' benefit, tell us a little bit about the Laafeld Agrochem business model, because you've got expert agents all over the country.
It was started in 1991 after my dad at that stage worked for Bayer for about 20 years, and he's still working for Laafeld Agrochem, and he's now 70, I think, 4. So he's been doing this for 50 years. But yeah, we have agents all over South Africa, and then we are also starting to be well represented in neighbouring countries as well, because there's so much agricultural activity going on there. But the agents are extremely well qualified, agronomists mostly. Their own purpose, they've got depots all over the country. We call them franchisees, so they run their business as his own business, and then he visits the farm. They do scouting, and they've got weather stations, and they do soil sampling, a heck of a lot of personal inputs. You can't delegate that to anyone else. You have to do it yourself, and then you have to interpret all these data points and give basically a plan or a spray program or presentation to these guys that they usually follow to get better yields.
Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for your act of kindness, my good sir.
Thank you very much. Very, very hard to stay modest with you around. No, we will just keep on doing that, and the results will tell. The scoreboard is not lying.
Absolutely. Right, folks, that brings us to a very important part of today's show, competition time.
The third prize, valued at over 10,000 Rand, gives you a double bed with mattress protector and a set of pillows. Plus, Laafeld seed packs. That's treated seeds and fertilizer enough to produce vegetables for a family of 8 for an entire year. The second prize includes a queen-sized bed set, mattress protector and set of pillows. Plus, the Laafeld seed packs, all valued at over 15,000 Rand. And finally, the first prize. The lucky overall winner gets a king-size bed set, mattress protector, headboard and set of pillows. The Laafeld seed packs plus 50,000 Rand in cash.
Before we say goodbye, here's a quick reminder of AgriSkills' upcoming one-day short course on the basics of veggie production. Laafeld Agrochem is subsidizing the course down from 900 Rand per learner to only 500 Rand, which includes your lunch and your starter pack.
And don't worry if you missed any of the information. It's all available on our reps, for which you simply have to SMS FARM to 32210.
Thank you to you, Corné Liebenberg, our very special guest. It's been absolutely lovely having you in studio today.
It was my pleasure spending time with you two energetic people. Thanks a lot.
And a very big thank you as well to our featured farmers. Without them, I don't know what we'd do. So celebrate them, and if you can, become one of them.
Till next week, goodbye. And please go like our Facebook page if you haven't already done so.
Yes, let's build the movement together, the Niche Farmers Movement. Take care.
Take my hand, stand tall on my shoulders. I'll shine a light for you to see. Together we rise.
Niche Farmers is proudly brought to you by Laafeld Agrochem. Together cultivating your success.